School, can you believe it? Yeah? I know, and it had to get hot, right? Yeah. Hey, we just want to welcome all of you to our 5th, 6th, and 7th grades awards assembly. This is the first time we've done this way, but because of not being able to have your parents here, we wanted to make sure that we were able to have you all together to watch each other get rewarded for all your hard work and the things you've done this school year and you've been involved in. So I just want to say congratulations on everything you've done and how hard you've worked. Thank you for being so resilient. Thank you for coming to school every day, even though sometimes it was uncomfortable or a challenge for you. But most of the time, nobody complained or whined. We really had a great year. And I think the year went really fast. Do you all agree? Like, I can't believe it's over. Yeah. So here's the deal. You're ready to go home and enjoy your summer. And I hope that you have a great time. Please spend time with your families. Please spend time with friends. Read some good books. Do some outside things. Please don't sit and play video games all day. Your brain will be fried when you come back to me. I can't have that. Can't have it. All right, so turn those video games off and do some things that, guys, do some things that keep you active and busy and challenge you, but also do things with your family and enjoy the time that you have again with them. Because we know a lot of you told us how much you really enjoyed when we were off last spring and even this winter, just being able to play games with your family or watch a movie together or do things that you don't normally have the time to do. So please do that again. Parents at home, thank you for joining us. We are glad to have you with us. Sorry you couldn't be here, but we wanted to make sure that you got to watch your children receive their rewards. So we are going to get started here in a minute. We're going to do 5th grade awards first, and then we'll do 6th and then 7th. So hang in there, be patient. I know it's kind of warm. We'll move as quickly as we can so that you're not going to die. I promise you're going to make it, okay? All right, we're going to start 5th grade rewards. Hey, 5th graders, great year. Thank you for being an awesome bunch. Thank you for, your teachers really enjoy having you. They talk nicely about you all the time and how kind you are and how hard workers most of you are, and we really do appreciate that. So we look forward to having you back as 6th graders next year. But right now we're going to start, and since Mrs. Starkey is not with us, Mrs. Kopp is going to do math awards for Mrs. Starkey and herself. We'll start with Mrs. Kopp.
Okay, Miss Starkey cannot be here today, so her top math students are Elsie Corey, Natalie Armstrong, Claire Corder. For my class, my top math students are Elena Hersey and Ezra Kuharik. Miss Owen will be up next.
My top 2 language arts students this year are Henry Dixon and Addie Ward. Some students were able to participate in the ESC's Young Authors and Illustrators Conference, and we had one team that won 2nd place, and they are Brooke Imboden and Elsie Corey. Next up is who? Next up is Ms. Howes.
All right, my three top science students were Claire Corder, Natalie Armstrong, and Henry Dixon. All right, next up we have Mr. Fletcher.
Good morning. First off, I'd like to say thank you to all the fifth graders for having a wonderful year this year. The competition for top social studies student was very close, but in the end it came down to two students that averaged about 100% for the year. And that was Claire Corder and Natalie Armstrong. While I'm up here, I'm going to pass out the Citizenship Award to the two students in fifth grade that they displayed behavior and attitude towards learning that should be a model for all students to take after. Those two students are Sarah Whitlatch and Bobbert Bowers. Who's next? Next up is Miss Price.
Oh, sorry, Dixie. My top two students for fifth grade language arts are Callie Stutz and Reese Farnsworth. I have three students who managed to score over 100% for their 9 weeks in launch this year. And those students are Henry Dixon, Josie Ike, and Piper Simmons. Next up is Mrs. Shaw.
Hey guys, so I have two students who both came into class every day and they were enthusiastic and they were ready to learn. And those two students for the fifth grade were Aaliyah McGraw and Piper Fogel. Next up is Mr. Tripp.
Good morning. We had a great year this year with the beginning band, even with all the challenges that we had with masks and spit flying everywhere with our band instruments, all of that fun stuff. Two students who really stood out, played loud every day, really came in confident and working on their music. The awards this year are going to Micah Ripple and Trevor Wilson. Next up is Mr. Goodwin.
Good morning. So I'm going to give a little brief introduction for all of my PE students that I'll be giving awards to today. Not only are they great athletes, but they show good sportsmanship. They're good teammates. Sometimes we see kids who are great athletes and they don't have all the attributes that go along with it, with being a good teammate, picking people up when they're down, and these kids definitely did a great job of that in 5th grade. And my 2 PE award winners are Riley Adams and Micah Ripple.
Perfect attendance. Give me the list and take the certificate. So that's the 5th grade list right there. Tell them to stay up here.
The next group of students are being recognized for having perfect attendance in this incredibly challenging school year. When you come to get your award, please form a line in front of the white table. This year's 5th grade perfect attendance award winners are Ava Beatty, Cadence Berkey, Josie Ike, Elena Hersey, and Addison Ward. The next group of students we're recognizing are our honor roll award winners for this year. In order to be recognized, these students maintained a grade point average of 3.5 or higher for each of the first 3 9-week grading periods. I'm pleased to say we have a lot of kids that are getting this award, so we're going to have you form a long line in front. So the first person that gets called up, you need to walk all the way down by where Mr. Murphy is, and then we're going to keep filling in until we have one long line across in front of the podium. This year's honor roll award winners are Riley Adams, Ava Beatty. Please hold your applause until the end.
Great job.
Buell Bishop, Robert Bowers,
Good job, Ava.
Aiden Del Vecchio, Josie Ike,
Congratulations, Bobby.
Reese Farnsworth, Madison Fay,
Congratulations, Aiden.
Piper Fogel,
Congratulations again.
Cameron Fergas,
Great job. Maddie.
Emily Grafe,
Piper. Great job.
Clayton Hibbinger,
Good job, Maddie. Cameron.
Elijah Hickman,
Great job, honey. Good job, Emma.
Elena Hersey,
Good job, Clayton.
Brooke Inboden,
Good job, Elijah.
Emma Jeffrey,
Good job, Elena.
Elsie Corey,
Good job, Brooke.
Ezra Kuharik,
All right, Emma. Good job, Brooke.
Blake Markle, Ella Martin, Jordan McGovern, who's one of our A+ students, Kale McMurray, Gracie Penrod, Micah Ripple, Haley Rotuno, Callie Stutz, Piper Simmons, Addison Ward, Keegan Whitlatch, Olivia Whitlatch, Sarah Whitlatch, Trevor Wilson, Kaylee Wiseman, let's give our Honor Roll Award winners a big round of applause. You may be seated. The next group of students we'd like to recognize were on our Select Honor Roll all year long. In order to be on the Select Honor Roll, the students had to have had a perfect 4.0 grade point average for the entire school year. At this time, we'd like to recognize the following Select Honor Roll Award winners. Natalie Armstrong, Claire Corder, Henry Dixon, Nicole Naus, Natalie Reneker, let's give them a nice round of applause. You may be seated.
That's the spelling bee.
Next is Mrs. Burrell with the Spelling Bee Awards.
If you want to read from that, you can pull that down if you want some height. Okay.
Okay, yeah. All right, we have our 5th grade spelling bee participants, and as this year was one of the most unique years that we have had, so was the spelling bee. And it seemed like right at the last minute, COVID decided to hit, and several of our normal participants were not able to be here, and we were scrambling to find alternates. So here we are. Our participants from grade 5 for the spelling bee was Elena Allball, Natalie Armstrong, Cadence Berkey, Henry Dixon, Gabe Lewis, Trevor Wilson, and Maya Denzak. I apologize for that. So congratulations on being able to participate in this year's spelling bee. And you may be seated.
It's enough. It's on the next. What else is on there? Is that it? Okay, congratulations to all our 5th grade award winners. We're now going to move on to 6th grade. 6th graders, are you a little tired today? Yeah? I think yesterday at camp, the 6th graders and the day before the 7th graders, the teachers that had their watches on said it was about 8.5 miles of hiking and the heat. So great job, way to hang in there. I hope you had a great time, and I'm glad we got to have the experience. Okay, I need everyone's attention, please. Okay, you need to listen. We're going to start 6th grade award winners with Mrs. Chumney for Language Arts.
top 2 students for my class not only had top grades, but they're also top in maturity, kindness, and respectfulness. And those 2 are Madeline McLean and Natalia Wallach. And next is Mr. Ward.
So in 6th grade math this year, we had a number of outstanding students worked very hard, but the 2 that stood out this year were Caleb Price and Lucas McCoy. Next up will be Mr. Gray.
This year's 6th grade top science student awards are going to Logan Roth and Kate Hamilton.
This year's 6th grade social studies awards go to Madeline McLean and Natalia Wallach. Also this year for the Citizenship Award, we had the 6th graders vote for one of their peers, and they voted for, or I'm sorry, 2 of their peers, Landon Sowers and Natalia Wallach. Ms. Price for the Reading Award.
Arts for 6th grade is Hayden Huffman and Aaliyah Wozniak. Next is Mrs. Kopp.
Math students are Landon Sowers and Chloe Stevenson. Okay, you guys are good. Good job. Who's up next? Up next is Mrs. Cornell.
The top two students for Gateway classes in 6th grade are Bailey Hathaway and Callan Karabauer. Bailey. Okay, guys. Good job. Next up is Mrs. Shaw.
Right. Okay, the top two students for technology, these two students, they come to class each day, they're focused, they're willing to participate, they're willing to help others. They're kind, and those two students are Jaden Beatty and Allie Cox. You guys did a great job. All right, next up is Mr. Tripp.
Sixth grade band this year was a little bit of a smaller group, but they all worked really hard, had a really successful concert a couple weeks ago. Our top two band students in 6th grade, Clara Brown and Maddie McLean. Next up, Miss Van Oscar, the article. No?
Okay, 6th grade top PE students. I'm really excited to see these two lead their respective sports teams in 7th grade next year. I think they're full of a lot of potential. I'm excited to see what they do. They are Elliot Wallach and Luke Salapak. Pose for the camera for a minute, okay? Pose here, Fancy. Good job. All right, congrats. Perfect attendance.
At this time, we'd like to recognize the 6th grade students that have achieved perfect attendance so far for this school year. You're going to want to line up here close to where Mrs. Knowles is. They are Jaden Beatty, Zach Bune, Bailey Hathaway, Will Coble, Maddie McLean, John Milburn, Dean Nichols, Logan Roth, Ryder Steinick. Congratulations. The next group of students we'd like to recognize today are our 6th grade all-year honor roll award winners. We do have quite a few students receiving this award as well, so please start your line all the way down by Mr. Murphy. We'd ask for the audience to please be quiet and respectful as these names are being called. Chance Avon is one of our A+ students. Brianna Barr. Zach Bune. Andrea Bonvecchio. Ben Brantley. Clara Brown. Abigail Cameron. Abigail Gaynor. Kate Hamilton. Hayden Huffman. Kaylee Keener. Chase Limbaugh. Gavin Maxwell. Cam McCoy. Luke McCoy. Jake McDermott. John Milburn. Spencer Miller.
Now I got them together. Jake.
Jacob Nepsa. Cecilia Passio. Natalie Perry. Caitlin Powell. Caleb Price. Trenton Puntenny. Brendan Reichman. Logan Roth. Luke Salapak. Landon Sowers. Chloe Stevenson. Mason Tidrick. Sam Uvina. Jaden Lakovsky. Elliot Wallach. Aaliyah Wozniak. Morgan Wright. Congratulations, Honor Roll Award winners. Next, we'd like to recognize our 6th grade all-year Select Honor Roll Award recipients. They are Leah Howard, Maddie McLean, Natalia Wolick. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Next is Mrs. Burrell.
Okay, our participants for the spelling bee from 6th grade is Gavin Maxwell, Maddie McLean, John Milburn, Katie Powell, Logan Roth, Morgan Wright, Luke McCoy, and Sam Uvina.
John Milburn. Where's John Milburn?
John Milburn.
Logan Roth. Morgan Wright.
Thank you.
Okay, congratulations to all of our 6th graders. We're moving right along. Hey, 7th graders, are you ready to be the top dog in the building next year? That was kind of a mixed reaction. Okay, we need you to step up. You're going to be our leaders next year. You're going to be involved in a lot of things that need to happen here at school. 5th and 6th, please listen. 5th and 6th graders. Thank you. Yeah, we need you to step up, become those leaders that we need to have next year. Many of you are involved in athletics. Many of you are involved in extracurricular activities. Many of you are involved in a lot of academic things, and we're very, very proud of you and for the year that you've had. We thank you for all your hard work and for your dedication, and we want to make sure that you receive the honors you need to receive. But I want to see that big step next year. Your teachers are looking forward to it. They're excited to have you. You're a great group of kids. Keep encouraging each other and pushing each other to be the best that you can be. That's all that we ask. So congratulations on any awards that you receive, and we're going to get right down to it. 7th grade. Got to get my new sheet. We're starting 7th grade awards. Mrs. Hawkins is going to give out the 7th grade advanced awards for Mr. Peterson because he's giving a final at the high school this morning. So Mrs. Hawkins will be giving those out. So Mrs. Hawkins.
Hey, shh. 7th grade's turn, okay? 7th grade, are you ready? Yes. Yes. Okay, Mr. Peterson couldn't be here today because he had high school exams, but he wanted to award his top 2 math students. Both of these young ladies maintained a high average this year while taking 7th and 8th grade math combined. Congratulations to Samantha Ward and Lauren Gardner. Mr. Blyle is up next with 7th grade math.
All right, good morning everybody. How we all doing? All right, it's my honor and privilege to announce the top male and female math student in 7th grade. They have won this award by having the highest total points earned throughout the entire year. All right, we're going to start off with the ladies first. The top female 7th grade math student is Malia Dillon. And the top male 7th grade math student is Brody Wolf. Next up is Mrs. Hawkins.
This morning I would like to hand out 2 top ELA awards. I have 1 award for my 3-4 block and 1 award for my 6-7 block. Both recipients of this particular award maintained an A average for all 4 9 weeks, were curious about English, read often, and practiced diligently all year to become better writers and scholars of literature. My top 2 ELA students are Caitlin Owens and Sarah Reynolds. Mrs. Ernst will now hand out her ELA awards.
Okay, I am giving out 3 awards this morning because these 3 students maintained almost the identical grade point average out of 3.5 9 weeks when I started averaging them together. They were very, very close. And I feel like they all 3 deserve this because they maintained this high achievement through a very challenging year. So my 3 award winners are Katie Armstrong, Malia Dillon, and Abe McElwee. Next up is Mrs. Whitehair.
Aristotle, Galileo, Ben Franklin, Sir Isaac Newton, Dmitri Mendeleev, Daniel Fahrenheit, Andre Celsius, Albert Einstein, Carlos Linnaeus, Charles Darwin, Gregor Mendel, Louis Pasteur, Werner Heisenberg, Werner von Braun, Stephen Hawking. What do these people all have in common? Famous, successful scientists. What do they not have in common with today's 7th grade Science Award recipients? They're all men. Once again, this year's Science Classroom Award goes to 2 females. Congratulations, Lauren Gardner and Sammy Ward. Mrs. Kaskouris will hand out the Social Studies Awards.
The following students have demonstrated excellence from ancient Greece to ancient Rome, and that would be Sammy Ward, Lauren Gardner, and Sarah Reynolds. And up next is Mrs. Cornell.
I have 2 7th graders who showed great achievement in Gateway this year, one in green architecture and one in medical detectives. And those 2 individuals, again, young ladies, are Ellie Matzel and Sarah Reynolds. I also have the privilege of serving as student council advisor for the middle school, and at this time I'd like to recognize the 7th grade representatives to Student Council. But before I do that, what do you guys think about our new podium here for the middle school? Okay, Student Council each year does a community service project, and this year we decided that we needed a new podium, and we were able to enlist the help of Mr. Dunlap and some of his classes at the high school, and Student Council provided all the funding for this podium that we've been able to use here for this awards assembly. Okay, the following students were 7th grade representatives to Student Council. They are Brayden Ames, Madeline Benner, Reese Maurer, Sydney Miller, Addison Spivey, and Sammy Ward. Smile pretty, guys. Okay. Thank you for your service this year with Student Council. Next up is Mrs. Shaw.
All right, the top two technology students for Intro to HTML, as well as Computer Science Discoveries, go to two students who excel really at what they're applying in the classroom to real world situations. So those two top 7th grade students are Taryn Campbell and Shelby Lemongood. All right, next up is Mrs. Van Oster.
The students receiving the grade for 6th grade Outstanding Art Awards go to my 7th grade Advanced Art students because I get the privilege to work with them for half the school year. And these students that get these awards not only maintained a high GPA, but they also shared a desire to raise the bar on each project that they did, trying to achieve their personal best on every project. It has been my sincere privilege to work with both of these students and all of the talented artists at TVMS. So my Outstanding Art Awards go to Brianna Stotzer and Samantha Ward. Next up is Mrs. Sams with the Choir Awards.
This year has been quite the challenge for choir. We started the year and have continued the entire year singing with mask on, which is very challenging, from singing and breathing in and swallowing your mask to it ending up over your eyes. These students not only have demonstrated great talent and ability, but have also demonstrated hard work and a dedication to the other singers in their classroom. They have done and excelled at helping others and achieving their very best, and which culminated in a fantastic concert. My top choir students are Sydney Miller and Kanan Bradford. Next is Mr. Tripp with the Band Awards.
Seventh grade band this year, we have a really large group and a really talented group. It was kind of easy to pick our top two because they literally played the finish off of their horns because they practiced so much. And those two top students are Ethan Schilling and Tori Wilson. Next up is Mr. Goodwin with his ed.
Okay, I'm going to start off with my top male and female health student. Okay, these two had the highest grades across the board in their grade. First is Ethan Holmes, and next is Lauren Gardner. Okay, and next up for my PE awards, both these individuals had really successful sports campaigns for Tusky Valley Athletics this year. Really enjoyed having them in class, great kids. First up is Sydney Miller, and next is Jaden Hickman. Next up is Mrs. Whitehair with the Citizenship Award.
Recipients for the 7th grade Citizenship Award could have received our Student of the Month Award every month this year. This is how highly thought of these students are and valued by their teachers. Qualifications for this award include participation in school activities, shows a positive attitude toward classmates, teachers, and school, maintains good attendance, participates in class, exemplifies good character traits including responsibility, gratitude, compassion, honesty, trustworthiness, exemplifies good citizenship by aligning themselves with our main Tusky Valley core value. Excellence is our standard in everything we do, and they are kind and caring to others. Congratulations, Sammy Ward and Sydney Miller. Mrs. Peterson will give the attendance awards.
Recognize the following 7th grade students for perfect attendance this school year. Taryn Campbell, Cheyenne Kiriakou,
Congratulations. That's good.
Lucas Plogger, Congratulations, perfect attendance award winners. We'll recognize the all-year 7th grade honor roll award winners. Again, please hold your applause until the end, and please be quiet and respectful as these students' names are being called. Caitlin Armstrong, Barrett Bandy, Madeline Benner, Allie Borrell, Kanan Bradford, Taryn Campbell, Josie Digman, Kylie Fender, Grace Glazer, Bailey Grafe, Kayla Kirtley, Shelby Levengood,
Great job, Grace.
Trista Leeser,
Good job, Kayla.
Isaac Matthews,
Congratulations, Shelby. Congratulations, Trista.
Reese Maurer,
Congratulations, Isaac.
Abe McElwee, Allegra McMillan, Sydney Miller, Gabby Nutter, Caitlin Owens, Lucas Fogger, Gage Provance, Sarah Reynolds, Adriana Rohr, Emma Rotuno, Ethan Schilling, Tori Stallman, Trent Stiller, Tori Wilson, Bailey Winkhart, Kyla Wolick. Congratulations, Honor Roll Award winners. You may be seated.
Good job, guys. Breathe. All right, breathe. You gotta close back up there.
And now we'll recognize our 7th grade all-year Select Honor Roll Award winners. They are Malia Dillon, Lauren Gardner, and Sammy Ward. Congratulations, Select Honor Roll Award winners.
Yep, spelling bee. It's not on here.
Okay. Our spelling bee participants from 7th grade are Sarah Reynolds, Corbin Schenker, and Keeli Whitlack. Thank you.
Congratulations, 7th graders. Good job. Lots of award winners. It was good to see so many of you up here. Hey, before we end this assembly, Mrs. Whitehair, come on up here for a minute. I want to embarrass Mrs. Whitehair a little bit. As many of you know, Mrs. Starkey and Mrs. Whitehair are retiring from our building. Mrs. Starkey had to leave a little early because of a knee issue and had surgery. She's doing well and is supposed to get her stitches out here this week, so we're very happy for her too. We're sorry she couldn't be here today, but this is Mrs. Whitehair's last year with us. 7th graders, you all know, they haven't had Mrs. Whitehair, but you all know how dedicated to teaching you science Mrs. Whitehair is, right? Look at all their heads shaking, Miss Whitehair. Yes, she works extremely hard to come up with great ideas, creative things. She's got great corny jokes, right? Yes. Her room is decorated in science. You can't miss her room. You know it's the science classroom, which makes you all feel comfortable and at home when you go to science. I do know she pushes you hard. She challenges you. But many of you learned a ton, and sometimes it's neat. With all of you, when I sit down for Students of the Month, I also always say, what's your favorite class? Who's your favorite teacher? What have you liked most about 7th grade or 5th grade? And often, I didn't think I'd like science, but I love science this year. That's what I hear from Mrs. Whitehair's kids. So I want to just thank her so much for being here with us and congratulate her for an outstanding career here at Tuskegee Valley Middle School and wish her the best of luck as her and her husband start. They're going to travel. Colorado, did I hear first? Going out and traveling the West. So we congratulate her and we just want to thank her so much for being with us.
Good morning, everyone. I want to just personally and publicly, all eyes are right here. I shouldn't even have to say that. I want to personally and publicly acknowledge and thank every one of you for being fantastic students. As I sat here, I cannot tell you how impressed I am when I hear and see all of the awards and hear your names being called and being recognized. And so I thank you for your hard work. I thank you for your dedication and for making your education and learning. It's not just about school, it's about learning. And I trust that you will continue to make learning a top priority in your life. For life. That's what life is about. We all make mistakes, we all fall short sometimes, but I am asking and I'm trusting that you will continue to lead and to learn and to give and do your very, very best. It was mentioned earlier that one of the standards, one of our core values here at Tuskegee Valley is, well, it is what we're after all the time, excellence in all that we do and all that we say and all that we are. It is the quality of excellence. It's not perfection, because none of us can ever reach that. Many of you had 100% or over 100. That's fantastic. But there's always room for growth for you and for me. To our parents and families that are watching online, that you've been tuned in here this morning, thank you so much. We could not do what we do without you. So we want to congratulate and thank you for all of your love and support. To our staff, to our teachers, you are all amazing to me. And on behalf of our students, on behalf of our families, I want to thank you. Thank you for caring the way you care. Thanks for teaching, instructing, modeling, challenging, pushing, polling, most importantly, loving our kids the way you do. I sincerely thank you for that. Tuskegee Valley is special because of the people we have here leading and serving. And I want to encourage you to have a wonderful summer and restful summer as well, and be refreshed. But I also want to encourage you to keep up the great work as well. Right? So, ladies and gentlemen, with that, thank you for a wonderful 5th, 6th, and 7th grade awards assembly. You all deserve that recognition. So well done. Thank you very, very much.
So congratulations again. Just stay seated for a moment. As we end up the awards assembly here, we will dismiss you so we don't have you all falling down the bleachers on top of each other. So please stay seated until we get to you, and we'll dismiss you. 7th graders, 8th grade, 7th graders, you are going back, what are we in, guys, 3rd?